إن الحمد لله أحمده تعالى واستغفره وأعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة وجاهد في سبيل دينه حتى أتاه اليقين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليك يا رسول الله. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. وعنده مفاتح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو ويعلم ما في البر والبحر وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض ولا رطب ولا يابس إلا في كتاب مبين. وهو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل ويعلم ما جرحتم بالنهار ثم يبعثكم فيه ليقضى أجل مسمى ثم إليه مرجعكم ثم ينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. وهو القاهر فوق عباده ويرسل عليكم حفظه حتى إذا جاء أحدكم الموت توفته رسلنا وهم لا يفرطون ثم ردوا إلى الله مولاهم الحق ألا له الحكم وهو أسرع الحاسبين. يقول الحق تبارك وتعالى: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. O you who believe, ittaqullah. This taqwa that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is requesting and commanding and ordering. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. If you're really a true believer, if you really have true faith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ittaqullah. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. And do not die except in the state of Islam. Muslim situation today, my brothers, is very saddening. A few days ago, after Asr prayer, a man walks in my office in his 70s, late 70s, and he say an Arabic word, mafish fayda, there is no hope. So I said, brothers, you look sad, sit down, have a seat. Why there is no hope? He said, brothers, Muslims have no hope in them. I said, what happened? Something upset him. He went to one of the masjids and he chose a contractor to come to his house and install a piece of equipment. He paid him a large sum of money. And this man, the machine did not work. So he called him back and called him back and called him back and never returned. Just took the money and ran away. I said, subhanallah. So based on one individual behavior, the man made a decision that all Muslims have no use. They have no hope in them. Then I remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's quotation in the Quran. وَمَا أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ وَلَوْ حَرَصْتَ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Majority of people, even if you try so hard, they're not true believers. What does that mean? They're not true mu'mins. I mean, they can lie, they can cheat, all their goals and aims is money. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Kahf, that every Muslim is requested to recite it every week before Jummah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned us, al-malu wal-banuna zinatul hayat ad-dunya. Money and children are zina. So what does that mean, zina? You see, when you want to celebrate something, a wedding or a graduation, you decorate, you put some zina. This zina, you don't keep it all year round. It is only for that occasion. This zina is temporary, and then you remove it. Allah tells us, money and your children are zina. Decoration, falsification. And that's why he said in the same verse, وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتُ خَيْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ ثَوَابًا وَخَيْرٌ أَمَلًا. And that's why this money is not going to stay. This money is not going to defend you on the Day of Judgment. These children could be your enemy in this life and in the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also tells us, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, O you who believe, إِنَّ مِنْ أَزْوَاجِكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ عَدُوٌّ لَكُمْ فَاحْذَرُوهُ. Inna, some, لِلتَّبْعِيد, from your spouses, from your children, and spouses are enemies for you. Check it out. If you have children, you work so hard to provide for them. When they are babies, the mother and father don't sleep at night if they're sick, and you take them to the doctor. And they grew up to be this nice, wonderful teenagers that they say, Mom and Dad are the most stupid people in the world. They disrespect you. They curse you. They take actions against you. And I wonder when people are crying looking for more children. Allah said, Inna min azwajikum wa awladukum aduwwun lakum fahdharuh. And then you see a relationship between husbands and wives. You find a man and a woman get divorced in a flick of a thumb. Angry and upset. Some spend 15 years together. Some spend 10 years together. Some spend 30 years together. And all of a sudden, I don't want you, I don't want you, I want to get out. That's fine. If you are Muslim, you can have divorce. That's fine, brother. But why do you want to get ugly about it? Why you want so bad about it? Why you mistreat the person? The husband mistreat the wife and the wife mistreat the husband. For what purpose? You see, we're not Muslims. Muslims are the people who practice Islam. It's not because my name is Muhammad that makes me a Muslim. Or my name is Amina that makes me a Muslim. No. Islam is a behavior. Islam, as the Prophet ﷺ said, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِيُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقَ وَالسِّنْ, to perfect morals, character. If this Islam does not make your moral and khuluq good, no, there's no purpose of it. Salah tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar wal baghi. You find the person, mashallah, have a beard and he prays, but he lies and he cheats. Like this contractor did to this man. He's calling him to come and fix the machine that you said you're going to warranty it for a year. But he ran away with a couple of $1,000 and he doesn't want to return. And he's a Muslim. He prays every day in the masjid. So what did Islam do to him? This is the society that we live in. This is the Muslim behavior that we see every day. We have no khuluq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَتَجْعَلُونَ رِزْقَكُمْ أَنَّكُمْ تُكَذِّبُونَ. And you make your earning and your job by lying to people. And Allah warned, كَلَّا إِذَا بَلَغَتِ الْحُلْقُومِ وَأَنْتُمْ حِينَئِذٍ تَنْظُرُونَ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْكُمْ وَلَكِنْ لَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Allah tell you, okay, this person that lies and cheated to make money. Although Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. You see the money that you earn, Allah said in heaven. You will have it as a Muslim or non-Muslim. Allah will provide you for that. You should not fight for it. You should not lie about it. You will get it. Because that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He created you, He guaranteed you certain length of life and He guaranteed you rizq. It's not how smart you are. So Allah warns us, Al-malu wal-banuna zinatul hayat ad-dunya. But what will remain for you? وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتُ خَيْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ ثَوَابًا وَخَيْرٌ أَمَلًا. Then Allah moved from this dunya. He said, وَيَوْمَ نُسَيِّرُ الْجِبَالِ. Allah remind you, these mountains that stand for generations, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it dust. وَيَوْمَ نُسَيِّرُ الْجِبَالِ. The earth will be gone, the mountains will be gone. وَتَرَى الْأَرْضَ بَارِزَةً وَحَشَرْنَاهُمْ. Scary words, wallahi brothers. Allah moved from this dunya that you run after the money and injustice and oppression, and He said, why others are oppressing us? You see, the poem says, وَمَا بِظَالِمٍ إِلَّا وَيُبْلَى بِأَظْلَمِ. If you are a little oppressor, you oppress your husband, or you oppress your wife, or you oppress your children, or you oppress your employees, Allah will send you somebody a little bigger, unjust, He will oppress you too. I can tell you stories and stories and stories, brothers. A woman comes after many years of marriage, few children. I want to get divorced. I don't like this man. I hate him. Okay, sister, just calm down. And you ask the husband, you want this wife? Yes, I love her, I love my children. But she doesn't want it. Here's lesson number one. If you're really a Muslim, and you are really a man, a real man, and you love your wife dearly, and you love your children dearly, but that woman comes to you and tell you, I don't want you. And she's not drunk, she's not has a fight, just says, I don't want you. Wallahi, you're not a man if you don't let her go. So many unjust people, the wife said, I don't want you, and then he insisted. Or just leave her and move to another state, or to a different country. Go get married to somebody else, just leave her like that. And Allah tells you, وَلَا تَذَرُوهَا كَالْمُعَلَّقَةِ. Don't leave her hanging there. It's injustice. And then you find yourself, you're not earning halal money, and Allah's, Allah will punish you for what you do. On the other hand, women, okay, here is your divorced woman. No, he was a son of a gun, he was this, woman, we don't want to hear. You ask a request, and you got it. Why do you become so ugly? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَنْسَوْا وَلَا تَنْسَوْا. Don't forget, الْفَضْلَ بَيْنَكُمْ. You lived so many years together. A few moments were good. So be kind to one another. Be your brothers and sisters. Islam as-Sahaba radwanullah alayhim. When one divorced one, another one marry her. And that's it. He's my brother, that's his wife, respect. But we don't do that. And the funny thing you find, especially women, they come. I have the American divorce and I have the Islamic divorce. Which one will give me the better chance or more money? That's the one I go with. And the heck with the other one. عجيب يا أخي. أين الخلق? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَيَوْمَ نُسَيِّرُ الْجِبَالِ. Remember that day of judgment. Remember the time you dropped dead. وَيَوْمَ نُسَيِّرُ الْجِبَالَ وَتَرَى الْأَرْضَ بَارِزَةً وَحَشَرْنَاهُمْ فَلَمْ نُغَادِرْ مِنْهُمْ أَحَدًا. Everyone will come before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not one will be missed. فَلَمْ نُغَادِرْ مِنْهُمْ أَحَدًا وَعُرِضُوا عَلَى رَبِّكَ صَفًّا. And you line up before Allah. لَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. You came naked to us as we created you naked. لَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ بَلْ زَعَمْتُمْ أَن لَّن يَجْعَلَ لَكُمْ مَوْعِدًا. But you thought you're not going to be returned. Even Muslims who say there is a day of judgment, but their behavior, there is no day of judgment. There's no Allah. Who's Allah? Assalamu alaikum akhi habibi, I love you. You make a deal with him. No. The dollar is number one, Allah number 5. This is how we behave, brothers. This is why we're not very good. Yes, we got revolution in Egypt. We got revolution in Tunisia, in Libya, in Yemen. How you think the brothers, they're killing each other? Why? Because they have no khuluq. They have no amana. They have no deen. Look at the election that happened in this country. Two people spent each $1 billion for election. But truly, we are slaves. But they are free. They really are free. They fought each other. You saw the ads in the newspaper. They bashed each other. But as soon as one of them won, what happened? The other one, as a gentleman, stood up and said, Mr. President won. I congratulate him. Ended the story. He didn't come in the newspaper the next day or the next week. Oh, this guy, this and this and that. Look in Egypt. A guy became a president and they start attacking him left and right. Writing every day. You wrote before in Liberation Square. Why are you writing again? Give a man a chance for a year or two to change. No. Because we are slaves. We are slaves in our head. We are slaves in our mentalities. Do you know why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala delays the victory for the brothers in Syria? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take Saddam away. And inshallah he will be gone. But do you know why the victory is delayed? Because of the fighting among these people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says one word in the Quran. In tansurullaha yansurkum. If you support Allah, how do you support Allah? Take a gun, protect Allah behind you? No. You obey Allah. You apply Allah in your life. You be fair to everybody. You be just to everybody. You have moral character. You imitate Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yansurkum. Then Allah will make you victorious. وَيُثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَكُمْ وَمَا النَّصْرُ إِلَّا مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. Don't think because these people have a weapon or gun or this, they are victorious. No. Allah is the one who decides. When you see you truthful, then He'll make you victorious. And as long as you're not truthful, then you'll suffer. And you'll suffer for a while. Yes, it breaks your heart to look on the television and you find buildings coming on top of people. I saw yesterday a guy. He said his 5 years old daughter and 3 years old daughter, both of them under the building dead. But why is that? It's not because Bashar is bad. Yes, Bashar is a tyrant. Bashar is a shaitan. He's a father of the shaitan. But that's not because of that. It's because of us. In tansurullaha yansurkum wa yuthabbit aqdamakum. وَمَا النَّصْرُ إِلَّا مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. Victory comes from Allah. But we have to be submissive to Allah and to remember the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَتَرَى الْجِبَالَ. You'll find these mountains disappear in the day of judgment. وَعُرِضُوا عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ صَفًّا لَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ بَلْ زَعَمْتُمْ أَن لَّن نَّجْعَلَ لَكُمْ مَوْعِدًا وَوُضِعَ الْكِتَابُ. Remember, brother, when you receive your book, hopefully you get it with your right hand. فَتَرَى الْمُجْرِمِينَ. Everyone will receive his book with his left hand is a criminal, mujrim. That's what Allah called him, a criminal. مُشْفِقِينَ مِمَّا فِيهِ. They look at the book and, Allah says, اقرأ كتابك. Read your own book. كَفَى بِنَفْسِكَ الْيَوْمَ عَلَيْكَ حَسِيبًا. You're the one who take accountability to yourself. Look at the book and judge yourself. وَتَرَى الْمُجْرِمِينَ مُشْفِقِينَ مِمَّا فِيهِ وَيَقُولُونَ. They say, يَا وَيْلَتَنَا. Woe to us. مَا لِهَذَا الْكِتَابِ لَا يُغَادِرُ صَغِيرَةً وَلَا كَبِيرَةً إِلَّا أَحْصَاهَا. This book does not leave anything, small or large. It is there. وَوَجَدُوا مَا عَمِلُوا حَاضِرًا. And they found what they acted, what they behaved, not what they said. What they behaved, their action. وَوَجَدُوا مَا عَمِلُوا حَاضِرًا وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا. Allah is not unjust. Allah is just. Brothers, we have to renew our iman. We have to renew our tawbah. We have to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, we raise this dunya, but the dunya does not give you much. You lived 20 years, you lived 30 years, you lived 50 years. Do you remember what did you eat a week ago? Did you remember what you enjoyed a month ago? Or 10 years ago? You don't. It's just you move and you are now. The only thing will remain for you is your deeds. It's your behaviors. It's your actions. Taqwa Allah. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu taqullah. Fear Allah, love Allah, be with Allah. وَلْتَنْظُرْ. You have to look, you have to track your behavior. وَلْتَنْظُرْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدْ. What you've done till tomorrow. إِنَّ اللَّهَ خَبِيرٌ. Allah is well acquainted. Allah is an expert. بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. And then He warned you, وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ. Don't be among those who forgot Allah. How do you forget Allah? Allahu Akbar. That's not what Allah is talking about. You forget Allah in your work by robbing and stealing and cheating and not calling people back and not guaranteeing your work. You see, Allah said, Inna Allah, indeed Allah, yuhibbu. He loves. إِذَا عَمِلَ أَحَدُكُمْ عَمَلًا. When one of you do something, عمل, any عمل, أَن يُتْقِنَهُ, is to perfect it, to make it right. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, إِذَا قَتَلْتُمْ فَأَحْسِنُوا الْقَتْلَ. When you kill your sheep, you have to do it right. You know, when you eat right. When you take a shower, you take it right. When you drive right. When you deal with people, you deal with people right. But you forget all of that. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ. When you forget Allah, فَأَنْسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ. Then Allah will make you forget who you are. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. Those are the people who got away from the straight path. But will bring you back, brothers, is Iman and faith. And remember, the Prophet ﷺ said, كُلُّ ابْنُ آدَمَ خَطَّاء. Every son of Adam is a sinner, make mistakes. But the best of وَخَيْرُ الْخَطَّائِينَ التَّوَّابُونَ. التوبة أخي. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala return us to Iman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to return us to Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala return us to justice. And be good to each other. نقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله. Don't forget Allah. فأنساهم أنفسهم. He make them forget themselves. أولئك هم الفاسقون. Then Allah bring you to the actual akhirah. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. The people of paradise and the people of the hellfire are not the same. They're not equal. It is your choice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala هو الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم. He created this life and He created death to test you. To know that this dunya is the farm for the hereafter. Whatever you plan, your harvest. You plan evil, guess what? You're going to be from the people of the hellfire. You plan justice. You plan peace. You plan love. You plan... You see, even the Quran tells you, وَلَا يَجْرِمَنَّكُمْ شَنَآنُ قَوْمٍ عَلَىٰ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا. Even if somebody oppresses you and being unjust to you, He said, اعدلوا. Be just. هُوَ أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى. Because being just is closer to taqwa. That's what Allah is asking you. اتقوا الله. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. The people of paradise is forever, for eternity, brother. There's no suffering. فيها ما لا عين رأت. In paradise, that's something you have never ever seen. ولا أذن سمعت. You never heard. ولا خطر على قلب بشر. No one ever imagined what paradise will look like. Don't you want to be there for eternity? Or do you like this miserable life that if you smile, you cry the next minute? Every time you smile, remember, find yourself happy for a couple hours. See what happened next. You sad for 2 days, or 2 weeks, or 2 months. So the joy of this life is very temporary. But if you have taqwa and love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the Prophet ﷺ said, عَجَبًا لِلْمُؤْمِنِ. He wondered about the mu'min. أَمْرُهُ كُلُّهُ خَيْرٌ. Oh, everything that happens to him. إِذَا أَصَابَهُ خَيْرٌ شَكَرٌ. When Allah give him something good, he's thankful. وَإِذَا أَصَابَتْهُ مُصِيبَةٌ. And then we have a calamity or a problem or a disaster, sabr. He's patient. He's not, oh Allah, why? I'll be patient, but why? No, you have to be like Yaqub alayhi salam. What did he say when he lost his son and his other 10 sons betrayed Yusuf? He said, فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ. Beautiful, patient. فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us صبر جميل. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم ردنا إلى الإسلام ردا جميلا. اللهم ردنا للإسلام ردا جميلا. اللهم حسن أخلاقنا. اللهم حسن أخلاقنا. اللهم اهدنا يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم عافنا فيمن عافيت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقم الصلاة.